Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. You talk about this Miami defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's good for the Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard
Buffalo
line.
offense ready to go for their next drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. Harris coming up with a solid run there. He shifted to a more complimentary role last season in New England due to some injuries and the emergence of others, and posted the fewest yards and carries of his past 3 seasons. That influenced an AFC East jump from the Patriots to the Bills, where he got a 1-year deal to prove that he can be the lead back once again.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 37-yard line.
Now Allen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. Allen running the option to the left. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Josh Allen, 33 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That one complete to Myles Gaskin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Tua now on 1st down. He's got room to roll, and he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st down, Miami.
Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Tua. This is caught. Touchdown. Zed Wilson from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man downfield is Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The Bills had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, They can play with anybody, but bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now, 14-10. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On play action, Allen. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On second down, this is Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Buffalo Bills. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Allen taking it himself, trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up fourth down.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Trent Sherfield, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And they forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defense defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on fourth down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there, deciding to go for it on fourth down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. In motion, Hill. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll be out right at the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Allen going to change the look here. And again, it's Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Allen. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Allen. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he is going to have the Bills first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 3. To the air, Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. He connected on his first, this from 41.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal.
Luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Tua going to try and go quickly here.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Gabriel Davis,
26 yards.
And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Berrios now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because...
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 59 yards. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And he gets 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Touchdown Dolphins. Cedric Wilson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is back to a 5-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw, it's Allen. Hardy's got it on the out route. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Now it's Hines. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And some strong running. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Allen's throw is complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Bills passing game, get them down the field. They got another first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Stay on point, fellas.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9. Now Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by pass is good. And that'll push the lead out to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do. We kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive, like it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 84 yards. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. Oh, some strong running. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, he had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Second down, this is Wilson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. This is 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Wilson with a first down carry. Down to the 22-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Tua. Tua going to hand this to Gaskin. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Second down, 8 yards to go. Tua, another run for Wilson on second. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Throwing Tua. Wilson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
Well, they would have loved to have scored a touchdown there, but this still sets them up for a game-winning field goal attempt.
Here now, second and goal. Now Tua. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Dolphins, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my raptors, you have offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great as ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most even. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm